I was here Christmas caroling at one of several old folks' homes, age 15, traveled by camper, and kissed the girl, Susie, I fell for, big time. Couldn't eat for 2 weeks. Then I went to Idaho to see my best friend, and she broke my heart. I even drew her name on my peachy folder with the debut Rush album font. I don't even recall what she looks like. I know she was blonde. Don't remember her last name. I don't really care. But I pass by the spot almost every day, so I thought I'd share. But now I have a gal going on 30 years of marriage, so I thought I'd draw this for her, as our memories don't blur. And then a little film tribute I put out on our 29th, placing it here so on to NoHo we drive. In Glendale, thinking of John Cusack in another role, one of my favorite 80s flicks, Paperboy, wants his $2 score. Monique's unique, as she was a mechanic and a Dodger fan. Now in the playoffs, soon postseason final stand. Speaking of sports, chosen from Cobra Kai is sort of Howard Cosell and Better Off Dead. Monique then and now on the Camaro's head. Another female who broke the stereotype lived nearby and attempted an around-the-world flight. An icon for many a strong woman, including Maggie O'Connell, indie NX character vibe, but onwards to a tiki tasting. Maggie got Joel off the Mai Tais, but our quest was not an overnight stay. Open since 1958, finally made it to the Tonga hut where the island breeze helps your hips sway. Truly a feeling way back before our time. Yet current, what a soundtrack for our taste buds to shine. Exotic delights from distant lands brought here through mid-century sights, spices and liquid allure. Taco bar out back helped absorb second drink, true depths under veneer as moments start to purr. Here's an old skate park I designed when I was 15. Cheesy name, but artistic fling. Notice the hot dog hut. Even then, I had tiki on my mind. Every spot was based on an individual sport theme. Black Belt Pool had the most vert around. The other day I rode little humps at Pedlow Field. Only once I slammed onto the ground. In Encino is where this park can be found. Going to practice soon after my bruises and muscles rebound. So back to Cobra Kai. Daniel sells cars on Ventura in Encino, though mostly shot in Georgia. Here's the original Cobra Kai location, east up Ventura Boulevard, near where Tom Freefall, near new Cadillacs. His song wrote itself with little hesitation. More on that later. But Mr. Petty lived deep into the hills of Encino, then sold his house to Ronnie James Dio, near where the Karate Kid girl Allie lived, and oh my god, the Galleria and the id, Andrea knows. 35 years later, I got lucky from what I did there. The dichotomy now, not as split, from white belt to black tie, enemies, frenemies, to and fro, balance brings back center, Jay and Silent Bob stop and go. Along with Smashing Pumpkins 1979, down the street from American Beauty 1999, adjacent to Reseda, where old Skatercross was found. My main meaning in life, from 1978 through 1981. Much needed good, clean, but dirty, scruffy fun. Kept a lot of lippy kids out of trouble day and night. Learned more of the gray and the black and white. Lived with my bro in Reseda before that. Moved out by 87. Across the street, Skatercross was closed by then. But he played me that monkey's tune, stuck between hell and heaven, that echoes in the canyon to the valley and beyond. Birds to Petty to REM jangly songs. Rickenbacker folk rock special strums along. Among the punk rock girls and boys in between teens, I could still picture every bowl on that snake run, though it was rather long. Featured a B-movie skateboard scene, cement surfing under the smoggy valley sun. All over magazines, it was my time I'd begun. First time on the ramp, I slammed into bowl 1. A year later, I did get frontside air in bowl 2. Didn't have a camera to document, so these are many heroes back when, from the internet to you. Eventually got good enough to hold my own, but was in such awe of Z-Boys and Valley Skater thrones. On to bowl 3, a little steep, but helped me get ready for bowl 4. Smaller backside air, sometimes steady. 5 is more of an angled wall for carving. 6 a low cruiser for 7's frontside grinding. Number 8, late in the day, I'm starving. Taco Bell or 7-Eleven not minding? Little transition on wall of 8. Only 1 star if you rate it. Like parsley, I felt sorry for it. Rode up and ate it. Speaking of food, a bit of a Chips episode was shot there. Wonder Woman saved the day on a board around the same time, always catching the bad guys, so don't you fear. That was Fullerton, but at the very end of the line of the 90 freeway. Marina Skate Park was built over the hill from here. For an upcoming Devo video, I recall the casting call. Freedom of choice in the San Fernando Valley is still a conundrum we seek to find from one to all. There's also a skate park in Canoga Park. Tony Hawk donated cash for its completion. Though I'm just a kooky dinosaur-aged rider, it slows down my energy depletion. But that T-Rex knocked that 76 ball up the block from our home. Drank from a pool nearby like the passing ducks, who ignored our cat, but their poop when dried got stuck. So we shooed them away and hosed off their muck. But Jefferson isn't alone. He has lizards, crickets, and mockingbirds, and he knows the sound of my skateboard. As I ride up to the driveway, he rolls around in contentment, 'cause I've hunted for his dinner, so there is no resentment. The skateboard, tree to pavement, steel truck to polyurethane wheel, potential energy completely boundless. You practice, then it's all about the feel. Shape of street, drainage, alley, wall. Geometric opportunities, often you fall. Like music and a rush of artistic expression and motion, from long cars to tucked-in contortions, every contour and edge a new possibility. Perchance to dream a kick, grind, fly, flip, or roll, each decision a different plausibility. You, slope, gravity, creativity, never a bore. Even if it's just an ollie off a crack on the sidewalk on the way to Trader Joe's. As a short workout, rewarding self with a little bread and vino. But look out, don't run over that pebble, better beware. You gotta get back up, smile away, breeze through your hair, 'cause blood's a reminder you're alive in your 50s. Scars heal, keeping the heart young, though turning 60. But when skiing as a teen, my knees started to hurt. I eventually gave up the cemented vert. Photographing others is a bit more safe, but there's nothing like skating, even just a few blocks, for its very own sake, or the little molehills I take. Here's Tom Petty in his driveway, riding down a dream. Later on, a simple skater day's recipe thrives, along with another cannoli, this time a savory cream. For now, let's take a turn on the 14 and not take the 5. To the oak of the golden dream, where gold came alive. Daily discoveries in the Golden State may still appear. When seeking beyond the obvious, subtleties become more clear. Placerita, little gold, adds up to priceless memories as they're told. And just down this Newhall Road, 40 years later, a film is shown, last seen on MTV at 2 a.m. Was 18 years old, 1983, Cameron Crowe's directorial debut. Tom Petty's Beach Party was coming to a theater near you and me. Just recalled Say Anything was Crowe's as well. An American Girl ended his script on Fast Times. You Got Lucky video scene. More pics to show and tell. But first, some eats and drinks from that night. Such culinary and imbibable delights to taste and smell. On another hilly road, Tom was driving to the valley from the other side, Santa Monica Boulevard, in his little red ride, when he spotted brilliant Mr. Blue Sky Jeff. Tom's Corvette honked at him from behind, saying he loved his work for George's Cloud 9. This was near the Troubadour, where Tom's played solo and with Mudcrutch several times. These two set up a jam session with a 4, then 3-chord rhyme. The first verse improvised on Reseda, no freeway in reality, a metaphorical moment sublime. Words unfolding from the mic to the receiver. Tom was half joking with those very first lines. Then Jeff said, "Go high" on the free-falling chorus. Song layered, then released, late 80s anthem for us. They jammed on it with George Harrison while Heartbreakers almost broke up. Just for fun, supergroup previously created. In the era of synths now dated, snares too high in the mix gated. They were a sonic tonic of a timeless tradition. Skiffle for the late 80s, humor killed the pretension. Back to the song. Focus retention, Mr. Schmokey. Free falling from that Mulholland sign was an innocence lost in a wasteland. Hard promises broken long after dark. Maybe come out swinging, though we haven't arrived. There is a melancholic drive, and we're all learning to fly. Alliteration and resignation, melody and harmony flow in its Pacific tide. Song written and recorded in only 2 days. So many memories reside. Staying at my bros in the summertime in Reseda, but working west past Ventura's End. Into the great wide open, chances sought out around every bend. But fast forward the free fall and fall of 17, up to events through current 2024 Halloween. In between, back in 2020, order from the Petty family to Cult 45, to Sis and C's, I Won't Back Down is for the underdog release, not for the autocratic hypocrite elite. Candidate Felon also used Here Comes the Sun, but only Beware of Darkness would be allowed for 45. Thanks to the estate of fellow Wilbury Harrison. Anyway, mentioned in part 1, my class made their rules with Free Fallin', as well as Here Comes the Sun. I had a plane ticket set for Washington, but a parent offered me an extra ticket to see Tom Petty at the Bowl. It was the same weekend. Thought there'd be more shows when I'd finally see him, but I was wrong. Yet the song lived on in serendipitous lore. On the way to Roslyn, filming destination for Northern Exposure, live on location K-Bear show days before Rocktober, internet radio driving into town, signal lost, so hoping for a decent FM station that would be found. Roundabout onto 1st Street, yes, onto where it and Pennsylvania meet, unmistakable 12-string chiming sound, that strum of F to F sus4, then F to C. I'm gloriously free-falling into lovely Sicily. Roslyn, real locality, met fellow DJs a surreality. A week later, Tom Petty had passed away. Was at the 99-cent store, mourned in my own way. A little memorial still hangs in my studio, made of cheap supplies and a priceless pick. Official Heartbreaker buried treasure stick. Then Petty fans posted on Facebook, a Vampire Walk west down Ventura Boulevard, a collective community place nook, sing-along with modern-day bards. Like Northern Exposure's Sicily, owning things is no big deal. Being a part of things is real. Future episodes planned for Sicily with an S, not C. Here are another few connections from my school tucked in Reseda. Often the answer is not on the test. It's revealed when we just let it be. Roslyn.
The good times aren't over. They're not.
One, two, three, hit it, boys. Serendipity, as I was pondering cannoli that could be savory. Then we were watching The Bear, and the chef mentions a savory twist on cannoli. No poblanos this time, just jalapenos. Same process, though. After ricotta has been draining over 4 hours, squeeze the cloth to get even more moisture out. Add about a quarter cup of confectioner's sugar. Roast about 425 to 450 till smoked nicely. Peel skins and dice. Saute dried sage crumbs in butter and lemon. Cook 4 bacon strips, chop chop. Dice ham slices. Add about 1/3 cup pumpkin cream cheese, Trader Joe's. So I don't want to overdo any of these flavors because they are intense. But I do want to definitely do protein inside, so I'll do maybe some of that. Save the bacon for dipping at the end. And I'll probably do like 1/4 of these jalapenos because that's very intense.